Congratulations for being here. I see a lot of people on the call. Wherever you're from, first of all, thank you very much for being on this call. And today, what this call is about is really talking about how you can enhance your lifestyle and change your lifestyle for the better. Because I remember only a few years back, I didn't have the lifestyle that I wanted. And, I wanted to travel around the world, help my parents, and do a lot of charity work at the same time. And I wasn't in a financial situation where I could do that. In life, I believe that money is not everything. But if you do have the finance sorted, this can help you with other areas of your life, which could drastically improve your lifestyle. And how can you improve your lifestyle? Well, there's so many ways we know that you can actually make money when it comes to digital marketing. And my mentor always told me, when I didn't have the lifestyle that I wanted, my mentor told me, Moin, if you want a great lifestyle, find someone who has what you want and just copy what they do and listen to their advice. So I'd like to point out to someone that I highly respect is Bill Gates. Bill Gates is someone that we all know, and can we agree that he has really made a fortune? And if he says something, I listen to it. And this is what Bill Gates says. He says, the secret of success in business is in detecting where the world will go and getting there first. So what is he saying there? He's saying, if the gold mine is in London, you want to be the first one to get there. And if you can find an opportunity that is like the gold mine, you want to be the first one to get involved. So we are talking about something that is huge, something really, really incredible, and it's to do with cryptocurrency. I believe this is the area where most people will be able to take advantage of and make a lot of money. If you think about it, look back in 15 years' time, and at that time, anyone who used internet and took advantage of internet, they made millions, no doubt, right? We can agree with that. And this is the same thing happening with cryptocurrency. Now, what has cryptocurrency has done? And I want to share some facts with you. So by the end of the presentation, you can make an educated decision whether this industry you want to be part of. And here's what it is about cryptocurrency. Over 2 billion have been invested in new blockchain technology in 2017 alone. And if you look at the people that are involved and the corporation that's involved in cryptocurrency right now, are companies like Santander, Goldman Sachs, and most of you know these names, the major names, billion-dollar companies that are involved and invested in cryptocurrency. Now, since cryptocurrency started, it has created over 10,000 millionaires in the last 5 years. And I know that some of you, I know in this call, you were able to make your fortune from cryptocurrency. Now, if you look at the market capitalization of cryptocurrency as a whole, in 2015, it was just 4 billion. Fast forward 2 years, now cryptocurrency market cap is 200 billion. It's moving extraordinarily fast. And just to mention again, cryptocurrency market has grown by over 10,000% in less than 4 years. And this is what someone says. He says, I believe cryptocurrencies, I believe they are going to change the world. The person who said this, his name is Richard Brand, executive architect of IBM. And Michael Novogratz recently stated that the cryptocurrency market cap will be worth 5 trillion by 2022. So let me just explain what cryptocurrency is for those of you who have no clue what this is. So here's what it is. Before we understand cryptocurrency, it's very important to understand what the evolution of currency. Okay, so when you go back in time, you'd realize there's no such a thing called currency. People had this barter system. And then people moved to gold coins, and from gold coins, people went to paper currency. Like today, many of you use paper money. But we know most people don't use paper money nowadays. Everybody has a bank account, a card. They have a card system, everything digital. And then we have moved into things like PayPal, Apple Pay, and things like that, completely digital. And now we are seeing a new evolution of currency, which is beyond a lot of us imagination, and that's called cryptocurrency. So let me ask you guys this question. How many of you heard of Bitcoin? The question is, what is Bitcoin if you haven't heard of it? So let me give you a brief explanation of what that is. Bitcoin is a first of its kind, global in scale, voluntarily decentralized open source digital currency and payment networks that enables direct, peer-to-peer, borderless, anonymous, nearly instantaneous, nearly free, and it's like cash-like transfer of value. The first currency and money system in the world which has no counterparty risk to hold and to transfer. Now, the supply of Bitcoin is fixed at 21 million, and each Bitcoin can be divided into 100 million pieces. Now, what are the advantage of Bitcoin? So if you look at the advantage of Bitcoin, is amazing. It can do instant transactions. There's no waiting for checks to clear, no chargebacks, no account freezes, no international wire transfer fee, no fees of any kind, worldwide access, always open, no waiting for business hours to make transaction, no waiting for an account to be approved before transacting. And you can open an account in few seconds, just like opening an email, for example, and no bank account is needed. To me, this sounds like the best payment system in the world. You'll agree with me. And here's what it is. Bitcoin is underpinned by a technology called blockchain. So this brings me to the second question. Probably your second question you want to know. Okay, I get it. Bitcoin is digital, but how is this created? So let me just say a few technical facts about how it's created. The Bitcoin mining algorithm is the breakthrough that solved the Byzantine generals problem and allows the network to reach majoritarian consensus as to which Bitcoin transactions are valid and which are not. So essentially, I don't want to go too deep into it, but Bitcoin mining is done through some hardware and it solves some mathematical based puzzles. And as a result, you get rewarded with a digital code, which is your Bitcoin. Now, at the end of the day, some of you looking at this and thinking, well, I don't get it, but how does this work? I don't really get it. But the main thing we have to understand is that you don't really have to understand how Bitcoin is created for you to actually take advantage of it. You see, the math and the technology behind the blockchain is very difficult for us to understand, or for most people to understand, right? But the beauty is that you don't have to get it to use it. So let me ask you guys this question. Do you really get how the internet works? Do you understand how the internet works? For example, if you walk up to a stranger on the road and ask them, hey, do you know what TLS is? Do you know what SSL is? Do you know what DNS or HTTP works? If you ask anyone, they would say they wouldn't have a clue. But these things are underneath of most of the applications that we use on a daily basis. I think the real success of Bitcoin will be when everybody doesn't think about what actually creates the Bitcoin itself, but everybody uses it without knowing how it's being created, just like we use internet today. So just to clarify again, if you don't understand how Bitcoin is created, don't worry, you don't have to for you to take advantage of it. And this is why we are doing this presentation today. So let's go to the next slide. So before I go to the fact that how you can take advantage of it, I just want to maybe re-verify how the currency in the world working today. So there's only three forms of currency in the world, three forms of money in the world. I call it the holy trinity of money. So you have commodity, you have currency, and then you have technology-based currency, which we're talking about earlier, which is Bitcoin, for example. So let's compare Bitcoin with gold. Gold is seen as a commodity. So if you look at the characteristic of gold, you realize that whatever gold has, Bitcoin has the same characteristic, but it has more characteristic to it. This is why a lot of people say Bitcoin is just like gold, but it's just better because it can do a lot of the things that gold can't do. Now, if you compare Bitcoin again to the fiat currency, which is the paper money, right? If you compare them both, you'd laugh because you'd realize that the fiat money has so much flaw to it than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like, it's amazing, right? Fiat money, it loses value in your bank account. So if you have 10,000 pounds in your bank account, but by end of the year, by default, you have lost $300. Why? Because of the inflation, because they can print as much money as they want, and Bitcoin is limited. So let me just give you a brief story about Bitcoin, what Bitcoin has done since it got started. So as you know, that Bitcoin started in 2008 and 2009. That's when it initially came in the market. And in 2011, the value of Bitcoin was 30 cents. By 2013, it was over $1,100. And as of now, it's over $7,000. Now imagine if you had bought some Bitcoin back then, how much would you have right now? And if you look at 2012, that's when a lot of major billion-dollar companies started getting involved because they understood the power of it, like Microsoft and all these other big companies, right? And then you see in 2014, this is when we started seeing all these people who took action back in 2011, 12, and 13. And all of a sudden, we see so many millionaire stories that were created because they took action and bought some Bitcoin. And here's one story that is very interesting. This one individual, he invested $22 worth of Bitcoin. And if you do the math right now, you'd realize that right now, this $22 worth of Bitcoin is worth more than $1 million. Okay, it's $850,000 here. It's worth more than $1 million, 3 or 4 times more. So probably that's about 2-3 million right now. Okay, and in 2016, this is where Bitcoin hit the mass market. Right now, Bitcoin is accepted by 27 million merchants all over the world. And according to a lot of experts, they say that Bitcoin will hit $10,000 by end of this year. And Richard Branson says that Bitcoin could reach $250,000 in next few years. Some people say that Bitcoin can even hit $500,000, one Bitcoin. And when you go to a website called coinmarketcap.com, right, you'd see that it's not just Bitcoin that is making people a fortune. There's so many other cryptocurrencies. There's over 600 cryptocurrencies in the market. So you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, which is worth about $400 right now, I think. Okay, you have Ripple and so many other cryptocurrencies that you can take advantage of. Now, the main question all of you have been waiting for is that, okay, I get it, but how do I get involved in this? Okay, so there's few ways you can get involved. First of all, you can buy cryptocurrency from different exchange, but the disadvantage is that when you pay with your card and things like that, there's a lot of high fees. At the same time, you need to buy into the right cryptocurrency, because if you buy into a wrong cryptocurrency, then you could lose a lot of money. So it requires a lot of education. Or you can do trading with cryptocurrencies, but the disadvantage is still buying at a cost price and requires skills and education to trade. As you all know, you lose money a lot, you gain little. That's how the trading works. But yes, you can make a lot of money if you know what you're doing. or you can do your own mining. So if you remember the mining slide I was talking about, you can do your own mining. You can buy those hardware machines in your home, but the disadvantage is that it requires a lot of electricity, makes a lot of noise, and it takes a lot of space. Or you can do cloud mining. So cloud mining is like, there are companies out there who can do the mining for you instead. Okay, so they mine straight away, but the disadvantage is that you can't find many companies that are transparent and legitimate and can show you everything, their mining firm. Okay, so this is why we are here, and we want to introduce you to a cloud mining company which is very transparent and authentic. And they do all the mining for you so that you don't have to do anything. You simply buy a package and you take advantage and you expand your cryptocurrency portfolio. So you cannot just have just Bitcoin, but you can have other cryptocurrency. And the genius behind the vision of this company called Omnia is Robert Velg. He has made a lot of money from this cryptocurrency space, and Omnia was established in 2017. Right now it's operating in 195 countries, and Omnia is a hash power service provider. And the great thing about this company is that you can mine any cryptocurrency that's available in the catalog. So you can make a choice which one you want to mine. And I'll talk about which one you can mine right now. And of course, they're always expanding the catalog. And this is a legal and registered company. And Omnia legally owns all the mining hardware. And this is serviced by a company called Genesis Mining, which I'll speak about on the next slide. And the mining firm we have is located in Iceland, China, and Sweden. So let's talk about our partner, Genesis Mining. So Genesis Mining is a partner of Omnia. Who is Genesis Mining? Well, Genesis Mining is the largest cloud mining company in the entire world. This is a multi-billion-dollar company. It's 4 years old, and they have a customer base of 1.3 million. And what I like about Genesis is that they have the right expertise, they have the right people that does the mining. So what does Genesis do for Omnia? Well, Genesis Mining does the maintenance of the hardware for Omnia. This is what they do, and also they provide the expertise. Now, Omnia owns the hardware and the infrastructure. Omnia provides people a lifetime mining contract, so you only pay one time, but you get mining profit long as there's mining coin available there in the market. And what I love about Omnia is that, of course, the customer support, the mentorship, the training, the leadership, there's no maintenance or electricity cost that you have to pay, and there's a future behind it. So right now we're just mining as a company, but in the future there will be so many other things that we are going into, like AI technology. If you don't know what that is, Google it. You'd learn a lot. This is truly fascinating. Okay, so how do you get involved? Well, we have mining packages. So let me just show you Bitcoin mining packages. For example, you have a master miner package, which is $15,000. What do you buy with it? Well, you get something called hash power, and hash power is essentially what you need to mine cryptocurrency. So you don't need to buy hardware yourself. We got the hardware that produces those hash power. So if you have $15,000 package, you get 85,714 gigahash. But what we do is that we mine for you with 42,857. The company takes 50% of it. The reason they take 50% of it so that they can maintain your 42,857 gigahash and mine for you for lifetime. Okay, that's the key word, lifetime. So long as there's a coin available there to mine, they'll mine for you, and this hash power is fixed. This will not change. Okay. Now, then you have the elite miner package, which is 25,000, strong miner package, 8,500. And those of you who are thinking, whoa, I don't have that much money. How can I get involved? Well, good news. You can start in Omnia with as much as $100. So you can start with the $100 package, and you still get a mining profit. Yeah. So if you start liking it, maybe then you can upgrade if you want more cryptocurrency. Like, so we have a $500 package We have $1,000 package, we have $3,000 package, and we have this Pro Miner package, which will be available from Tuesday when we have the new back office next week, okay? And then, of course, Ethereum mining package and everything, we have the same thing. Now, I know what most of you are thinking. I get it. But the question I want to know is, how much money am I going to make if I buy a package, okay? And how much do I get? So this is what I'm going to show you. So let me give you an example of one package. So which package shall I choose? Let me choose $8,500 package, okay? So if you have an $8,500 package, you get, 1 second. Okay, so you get 24,285 gigahash. So remember that word. And let me share my screen, how you check. Okay. So if you, this is a mining calculator. So it's called Crypto Compare Mining Calculator. And if you put the hash power in there, 24,285, make sure to change that to gigahash. And make sure to change that power consumption to 0, cost to 0, because you don't have to worry about that. Company does it for you. If you put that in the mining calculator, you see that you're receiving daily, okay, approximately 0.004 Bitcoin. At the end of the year, you're looking at around 1.53 Bitcoin. Now, they pay you directly into your wallet. So imagine if this 1.53, if one Bitcoin goes to $10,000 by end of the in next 1 year, you still have 1.53 Bitcoin. The company doesn't say just because value went up, we're going to give you less. They still give you according to the mining difficulty and everything. So this is really, really cool. Okay, so this is how you check everything. So let me just go back to the slide just to finish here off. Okay. Perfect. So just to finish off the process, how the mining process works, first thing you got to do is select your mining package. Okay, you choose the one that you feel comfortable with. You only pay one time. It's a fixed payment. We start to mine for you, and then you receive daily Bitcoins in your wallet. Now, I want to clarify one thing. When I say daily, it means based on the package you have. So it needs to amount to minimum to certain amount. So if it's Bitcoin, it needs to accumulate to 0.0015 for the company to send you to your wallet. Why? Because to save you money from the fees. Because as you know, there's a transaction fee whenever you do a transaction from wallet to wallet. So instead of, if you have a starter package, don't expect daily payout because it will take some time for it to accumulate to 0.0015. But you don't lose anything. The company keeps it in their wallet until they can send it to your wallet. So this is what I wanted to cover really. Thank you very much for listening to the first part of the presentation. And the second part is something that you can choose to do, but you don't have to do.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Moy. So that was really good. So I was just paying attention to it, and I was just taking down notes. So yeah, so it's a very transparent and a simple compensation plan and how it works. You simply become a customer, buy yourself a package, and then simply the company does the mining. For the mining profit, they distribute the profit to yourself, and based on that, obviously you see either Bitcoin, Ethereum, depends which package you have chosen. So this is for all the customers, yeah. So if you simply want to be a customer, that up to now, this is the presentation for you. However, we have another side which is goes to the next part, where if you want to create a business, so if you feel that there's other ways I want to make money as well, more than this, then then I want to do that as well. So here's something actually, the last thing would be covered for the customer would say, if you want to liquidate your Bitcoins, then you can always get you can get one of these card like Crypto Pay, very simple and easy for you to liquidate your money. You can go out there, you can have your Bitcoins in there, whatever, and go out there and pay for your stuff. Yeah, so it's very, very simple digital money. So now I want to cover the compensation plan. Yeah, so this part is super important for everyone that is interested in making more money. Yeah, so I'm sure there's a lot of people on this call that want to make more money. Yeah, some of you guys, you think I can only start with a starter package, or I can only start with a Kickstarter package. I'm $500 my budget. I want to make more cryptocurrency because this is the best time to get involved with cryptocurrency. This is the time I want to make the most cryptocurrency because this time will never come back. This industry head towards $1 trillion, and right now it's on billions. And if I can be on the path, and if I can be that one of the person on the path, on the way to $1 trillion, and guess what? I can maybe make a fortune out of it. So guess what? In Omnia, you get an opportunity to build a business with it, and that's exactly what we're here to share with you, and it's completely optional. So compensation plan. This is the blue version. What do I mean by that? Well, this compensation plan purely applies for USA, Canada, Europe, and Japan. And then we have the red version that is for Latin America, for Asia, for Africa, for Russia, for CIS,
for the rest of the world.
For the rest of the world, let's say, yeah, for the rest of the world. Apart from USA, Canada, Europe, and Japan, for the rest of the world is the red plan. There is not much difference between the two plans. It's something a little bit that is different, but I will share with you the slide that is different. Yeah, everything else is the same, but I will mention it as I present this presentation. I will mention in the middle which one is red plan and how the red plan looks, because you'll be able to download that from your back office once you log in next week. So network marketing. Why do we do network marketing? Why this is a great industry of network marketing? Well, very simple. When it comes to business, there's two ways of marketing. One way, you can spend millions of dollars in advertising. You can do many different advertisements, yeah? And there's big companies invest millions of dollars on those advertisements. For 30 seconds, they spend millions. And then you have network marketing. What network marketing does is that millions of those amounts are being paid to regular people like you and I. You and I can be part of the marketing, and we market the product and services, and the company, instead of paying that money to those big advertising companies, they pay the money to us, and that's all it is. It's a really simple a way of making money. And one of the things that I heard, the most powerful way to advertise a business is through trusted word of mouth. Yeah, because people trust on word of mouth more than they do when they see an advertisement on TV or something. So if your friend recommended you a restaurant, you would go to that restaurant because your friend said so, and you trust your friend. That's why you go to the restaurant to eat. And it's very simple. So when you like something, guess what? You like to share it. And here in Omnia, when you share what you like, you get paid for it. So there are 6 different ways that you can actually make an income in Omnia. So the first way is the passive income from the mining profit. Yeah, so you buy the packages, and that's very simple. This is for all the customers. Yeah, and then you have the customer referral. Yeah, and then you have team building bonus. Then you have leadership matching bonus, and then you have monthly turnover extra bonus at the end of the month, right? And then you have awards and retreats that I'll speak about. So there are very simple 2 steps to success in Omnia. If you just write that down, there's only 2 steps. If you know these 2 steps, you can go right to the top of the compensation plan. So the first step is simply sign up, become an independent business owner by simply signing the independent business owner agreement contract, where you get the right to sell Omnia products and services. Okay, and then all you can do is very simple. You can share this with others. If you like what you see, if you get a good experience from it, guess what? You can share it. And every time you share it, so every time someone comes and signs up through your back office or signs up through your personal link that you'll receive a 10% commission. An example would be, let's just say your friend Jake that you introduced to, and he buys a $25,000 package, you'll receive $2,500 commission. And there is no limit to how many of your friends, families, or whoever you can share this business with. There is no limit, okay? So you can share it to as many people as you want, and you receive a 10% commission. And we don't recommend you to start with full-time. We always say do it part-time. And if you feel that by doing this part-time, it replaces your full-time income, then it's totally up to you how you want to go about on doing it. The next way, which is actually the step 2, right? So the step 1 I've explained, and now is step 2. How do you hit the rank Jade executive, because that's where the real leverage commission starts from. So step 2 is become a Jade executive. How you become a Jade executive is you personally need to be on a Kickstarter package, which is a $500 package. And you need to directly sponsor someone on the left and someone on the right on a Kickstarter package. Now you are a Jade executive. And now you can start earning 10% from the weaker leg of your team volume. So you have the left and you have the right. Now, whatever these two individuals, whatever turnover they do and their team do, you also make benefit from this. And you get to make commission not on 1, 2, 3 levels, but it goes to infinity level from your weaker leg. 10% from your weaker leg, infinity level. So once that starts duplicating, you'll understand the leverage of what a binary comp plan and what it actually does. And then now this is the slide where, if you can see, it says blue here on the corner. So this is the blue plan, right? For red plan, this is the only difference. For red plan, you need to be on a starter package yourself, which is a $100 package, and you need to directly sponsor someone on a $100 package, and on the right 100, left 100, and now you'll become a Jade executive. Okay, so this is amazing for everybody that live in or the parts of Africa or all the countries that falls under the red plan. Yeah, and you can become a Jade executive. As soon as you have done that, you're qualified now to make 10% from the weaker leg. Okay, now you can make maximum of $28,000 a week in your in one account from your team commission. Now, we call it team commission. You can call it whatever you like. You can call it network bonus, or you can call it binary bonus. So the next way, okay, so this is the part I want to speak about, is that you have a cap on which package, what you can make. So for a red plan, yeah, for the red plan, on a starter package, you can make commission, yeah? You can make $1,000 a week on the starter package. Kickstarter, $2,000. Light miner can make $2,500 a week. Into mid miner, $5,000. Pro miner, $10,000, and so forth. It goes to elite miner, $28,000 a week. Okay. Now, income here, I have an income disclaimer here, is that nothing should be considered as guaranteed or projection of actual earnings. Yeah, because with other independent business, success results from dedicated sales effort and hard work and diligence. Yeah, the same applies for in Omnia. Then we have leadership matching bonus, goes all the way to sixth level of check match matching generation income. Yeah, so first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and how it works is that your children will be your first generation, your grandchildren will be your second generation, and so forth. The same way it works. Whoever you bring in personally is your first generation. Who they bring in is your second and third and fourth. How it works is that when your generation make bonuses or from the team commission bonus from the weaker leg, you make a matching bonus of that. Yeah, and that's the simplest way I can explain. Then you have the monthly turnover bonus. How you make monthly turnover bonus is very simple. At the end of the month, the company calculates which side of your network has done the less turnover. And the one has done the less turnover, they pay you from that. Depends if you reach one of those categories. So if you reach $25,000 by the end of the month, okay, you get paid 5%. But if you don't reach 25,000, then you don't get any extra turnover bonus at the end of the month. But if you reach 100,000, you get paid 4%. If you reach 250,000, you get paid 3%, and then it goes so forth all the way to the 8th category. And now we have ranks in the company. We have the first rank with Jade Executive. How you hit the rank Jade Executive, because I've already explained how you hit the rank. Then you have Pearl Executive. Then you have Sapphire Executive. Then you have Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, Blue Diamond, Black Diamond, Crown Diamond. And what happens is that as you rank up in the company, the higher the rank you go, the more leadership matching bonuses you make. And then we have leadership retreats in Omnia, given by the corporate, all paid out retreats. The first retreat is when you hit the rank Emerald, very simple. The company will give you a 3 days retreat, all paid out. And the first one is in Ibiza, and we're going to find out more about that. We're going to do more and more announcements will come from the company. Then we have Diamond. In Diamond, you have, you get a 5 days retreat from the company, from the corporate, and also you get to have a say in the company. You get to be part of many companies, Diamond Council, and so forth. When you reach the rank Blue Diamond, you get a Porsche 911 or a Cayenne, all paid out by the company. So again, it's a great incentive. And I believe, I don't know many companies that actually do that. Yeah, I get a Porsche 911 for reach the rank Blue Diamond, and you got to hit the rank once. Then you have Black Diamond. Black Diamond is a Ferrari 458. Then you have Crown Diamond. You got Lamborghini Aventador. Now, yeah. And then what we want to speak to you guys is that in this company, we believe is that it's not just about making money, but it's about more than making money.
Yeah, you know, I truly believe that yes, there's a lot of money in cryptocurrency, but a lot of people say, you know, well, yeah, but I don't really get it. But the main reason I would say that everyone should take part of this cryptocurrency movement, and we should really care about the success of cryptocurrency, is because it can help reorganize the financial industry, right? That's number one. But it also can bring freedom and empowerment to the people who really need it. And if you look at the people who really need it, it's billions of people in the world who are unbanked right now. So with cryptocurrency, we can help those people get freedom by having the access to the financial means.
And with Omnia, we can reach those people.
And this is what we are about, because with Omnia, we can reach the masses in a much quicker way. I mean, if you look at the growth of Omnia, it's been incredible.
In 90 days, over 50,000.
In 90 days, over 50,000 people in Omnia right now. And
yeah, so here's some of the unique and strong points I would say about Omnia. If you are looking at this company for the very first time, if you've been in this industry of network marketing, or if you're a leader that you've been in this industry, you had success previously, or you haven't had success, I would say these are the few strong points I would ask you to take a look. The number one thing we provide is we provide real lifetime mining. Yeah, this is very important because in the market, you don't find many genuine real lifetime mining companies. Number two is a one-time payment, no monthly fees, there's no ownership. Number three is a legal registered company. Number four is people, relationship, and strong partnership. Long-term sustainability with a legacy plan. Best reward plan for average and big leaders. Yeah, financial backing and management. We have an education, coaching, and personal development platform, and we're growing constantly in that platform. It's very simple and easy and accessible for everyone, of course, for all over the world. Experience, knowledge, and expertise, guaranteeing the future product and service development. Yeah, based on our partnership and the companies that we're involved with. You don't have to recruit people to make money in this company, and this is what I like about it. It's for anybody and everybody. But however, if you are looking to build a business, when it comes to network marketing, positioning is key. So we'd recommend to position yourself, get yourself a free account, and position yourself. And why does it matter? If you start right now, this would be you. And let's say the blue and the green person, and this is the next person that comes, and this is the green person, he brings in 2,000 people, this would be in your team. But let's say you didn't sign up, and you signed up tomorrow, and the green and the blue and the gray person signed up just before you, and the green person brought in 2,000 people, you'll be in their team rather than that those 2,000 people could have been in your team. So it really does matter when it comes to timing. So again, to finalize the presentation, guys, it's a very simple process. Get your select a mining plan. You know, once you have selected a mining plan, now you have a once only fixed payment. We start mining for you. You start receiving your profit, and it's very simple as that. That is a simple process when it comes to you doing something in Omnia. And to finish up the presentation, guys, we really want to thank you for being on this. We hope you got. I hope you got some value from this. Hope you guys learned something new today, and hopefully you can implement this in your life and probably impact some other people at the same time.
Thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate for your time, for staying focused throughout the call, and we will see you very, very soon. Thank you.